Hi everybody, Pat Patterson here at TheRacingGuy.com. You know, I really love talking to you guys each and every week, and we're starting to get into the real meat of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season. There is, in my mind, not any bigger weekend in racing, period, than Memorial Day weekend. Of course, we've got the Coca-Cola 600 straight ahead this weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The Indianapolis 500 cranks it up in Indianapolis this weekend, so it's a big racing weekend. The NASCAR Nationwide Series will be racing as well on Saturday at Charlotte. So, we got the All-Star race in our rear view mirror, and you know, somebody's cashing a big check this past week, but the question is, who learned what last week? And can the same guy that was successful at the All-Star race last weekend have a big leg up this weekend at the Coca-Cola 600? Well, one thing we know for sure, it's the longest race of the year, so you really got to be in shape mentally and physically to get it done. Just listen.
It's brutal. You know, you think, oh, it's only another 100 miles. But imagine, and I'm not saying I have to, I'm just saying imagine driving on a road trip and you have to pee really bad and you're asking whoever's driving, hey, will you pull over? I have to pee really bad. And they say, oh, we're almost there. We just got another 100 miles to go. 100 miles is a long time, let me tell you. So I've got, I didn't know what to expect. This was my first Coke 600 this past year, and it is a long race. You know, to stay focused for that long and to stay on top of your game. I mean, the track changes. It starts in the day and ends in the night, and it just keeps getting colder and colder and colder as the night goes on. And so there's a lot to keep up with, and it's just a grueling race. But what a sense of accomplishment if you could win that race.
Be ready for another 100 miles. You know, it's a very, very long race, and you know, throughout the whole weekend, you change your whole practice schedule up because you don't want to put too many miles on your motor. You know, you get those extra 100 miles, so everything's a little bit tougher there. And that's an advantage of being in the All-Star race. Also, is you get a little bit of practice the week before the 600. So that's a big deal. That you're not putting as many miles on your car.
In May, you have that mentality of the 600 miles, so you're there for the marathon, and you have your car set up for nighttime, so you're just trying to get through the day. And so that splits the race up into a 300-mile race in the day and a 300-mile race at night.
It's the first hot race we have all year long. Seems like, you know, the weather is really nice leading up to that point. And then we get to Charlotte, and it seems like it's always nice until Sunday when the race is supposed to happen, and then it gets really hot. And so that race is about the transition from day to night, because you actually started in the daylight, you know, and then race for about 4 hours, and then you get into the night and race for the other 4 hours. So I think the transition is what makes it a bigger challenge.
All right, so it is the toughest test all year long, 600 miles at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let me tell you about some products that are tough as well. I got one of them in my hand right here. This is Duralube Severe Fuel System Cleaner. This product is precisely formulated to clean the entire fuel delivery system, including fuel injectors, carburetors, valves, ports, and intake manifolds. One 16-ounce bottle of Duralube Severe Fuel System Cleaner cleans up to 42 gallons of fuel, and it's compatible with all grades of gasoline fuel, including E10, E15, and E85 ethanol blends. And of course, good news too, it ain't going to harm catalytic converters. So, find it at Walmart today. Take care of your car. That's what these guys are going to be doing this weekend, hoping that they can take care of their race car for 600 grueling miles at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Send us questions, send us tweets at Racing Guy, at Duralube, and as always, enjoy the Memorial Day weekend.